Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll do metabolic pathways and we'll speak about ATP as well. So a metabolic pathway is a linked series of chemical reactions. It's like a chain reaction. Now the reactants, the products and the intermediates are known as metabolites. Mainly the product of one enzyme or the product of one reaction acts as a substrate for the next reaction. Now depending on their function, they have locations. For example, the electron transfer chain and the oxidative phosphorylation, they take place in the mitochondrial membrane. In contrast, glycolysis and pentose phosphate pathway occur in the cytosol. So it depends. There are two types of metabolic reactions. They have the anabolic pathway and the catabolic pathway. Now the anabolic pathway, it is the ability to synthesize molecules, building blocks from small molecules. So with the utilization of energy, so it is an energy requiring process. On the other hand, catabolic pathways, they break down complex molecules by releasing energy in the process. So you can say that the energy gotten from catabolic pathways is used for anabolic pathways. Examples of anabolic include gluconeogenesis, which is the building of glucose, and examples of catabolic is glycolysis, which is the breaking down of glucose. So there is an equation. Change in free energy, denoted as delta G, is equal to change in enthalpy, which is delta H, minus the temperature times change in entropy, which is delta S. Now, if delta G, which is the change in free energy, is negative, there is a net loss of energy and the reaction goes spontaneously. It is said to be exergonic. If it is positive, there is a net gain of energy and the reaction does not go spontaneously, then it is said to be endergonic. So practically, we would want reactions to be exergonic. Now, moving on to ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. It consists of a molecule of adenosine to which 3 phosphate groups are attached. That's why it's tri. Now, if one phosphate is removed, ADP is produced, which is diphosphate. If 2 phosphates are removed, adenosine monophosphate results, AMP. Because of a large negative change in free energy, ATP is called a high energy phosphate compound. Reactions or processes that have a large positive change in free energy, such as moving ions against a concentration gradient across the cell membrane, are made possible by coupling the endergonic movement of ions with a second spontaneous process with a large negative change in free energy, such as the exergonic hydrolysis of adenosine triphosphate. This is known as coupling. So the delta G of 2 consecutive reactions are additive. For example, if we have an endergonic reaction, as you can see, if it were to be just on its own, it would not be spontaneous. It would not be possible. Therefore, we couple it with the hydrolysis of ATP, which is highly spontaneous. It has a huge negative change in free energy. And once you add these two reactions, you get a spontaneous reactions. Therefore, reactions in theory that do not proceed spontaneously, they're always coupled with another reaction with a large change in free energy. And that would be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in my next one. Bye.